This should truly be criminal. $185,000 transfer tax on a home that's closing tomorrow for one of my sellers. We're closing at $4 million. They're paying a 4% mansion tax on top of their New Jersey real estate transfer tax. Get this, if they were moving out of state, they would have an additional 2% withholding. The mansion tax goes in 0.5% or 1% and then 0.5% increments. So from 1 million to 1.5 million, you're paying 1%, and then it goes up an additional 0.5% for every $500,000 thereafter on a sliding scale. It is criminal. That could be a high-skilled salaried employee's salary. It could have fed someone's family and ran a household for a year. These people could have invested that money into a business that grows and feeds the economy.
No, kids, if you could just quiet your starving stomachs down. I know that you were born into poverty through no fault of your own, but if you could just like simmer the fuck down, what we're actually going to do is finance a Costco hot dog for 4 months because the people with all the money don't want to pay and contribute to society. Do you like that skit? That was also, fun fact, their mom actually died because of the Medicaid cuts. Again, people didn't want to pay taxes. Couple things. First things first, why are the rich people not making the video, crying and complaining? You're getting a straight commission check. I'm confused on why you're upset. Secondly, most importantly, it is 1%. I would love a 1% tax, personally. Is there any bigger victims than the wealthiest people in the country? They are complaining about 1% on a $4 million home. Sorry, 4%. Wouldn't want to mess that up. $4 million. It literally would not be somebody's salary because they would not even at 183, whatever the tax was, $183,000. You could not buy a $4 million home on a salary like that. Isn't that fun? Now, I fact checked some of this stuff and did some research just so, I know what I'm talking about before I hit record. Some creators should probably take notes. And did you know that the mansion tax doesn't even kick in until you hit the price point of $1 million? It is exclusively a tax on the wealthy. That's it. Also, I gotta be honest, I don't think you even know what you're mad at because you're describing what the tax dollars go to. It goes to people in need. It goes to things like school lunches, school systems. It goes to social programs. There's no world where the wealthy are contributing to society and just like giving people hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? What they do is they stockpile their wealth so that they can build it as high as possible so they can have compounding interest, and then they scrape money out of the interest. That's how it works. That's literally what like trust funds are.